Okay, this week was the joints demo. So start off with Hill Climb Racer. What I did was I have a base class that all the race cars will derive from. It does some of the heavy lifting, like controlling the motion, and the different actions you can do with it, and it even bounds the maximum speed. So, for instance, we have a mountain racer that derives from the Hill Climb Racer. You don't have to do nearly as much. So for the mountain racer, and this also applies for the other car, the speedy racer, um, you have a whole bunch of variables that you can kind of play around with to really tune it the way that you want it. So I didn't put the front and back wheel in the Hill Climb Racer base class because I thought, what about a case where you might want more wheels than two? So to kind of give the implementer the maximum freedom, I left that up to them. But to make things easier, I created a car wheel class that handles the joints and the connections to everything. So really creating the cars are very simple. It's just only a few lines of code here once you get the environment variables set up. So the mountain racer will obviously be much more effective at going up mountains. So I'll show it off with the speedy racer first. So you can see forward is the right arrow key is go forward, the left arrow key is go backwards, and I can press space to hit the brakes. But so from what we just saw there, it went relatively quickly. So if I set the terrain roughness to be a really high value, the speedy racer is going to have a hard time navigating the terrain. So you can see right off the bat, it's a big incline, and it's not even able to get up. If I do a bit of a wind up, oh no, I lost it. Okay, if I do a bit of a wind up, maybe I'll be able to get up there. Yeah, so maybe that's just a little too much for it. However, if I move over to the mountain racer, it's going to have a much easier time because the traction is different, the torque levels are different. So let's see. Yeah, see, this is able to really easily make it up here. However, the downside of the mountain racer is on a flatter terrain, it won't be able to go as fast as the speedy racer. So the player will have to kind of balance the options to be most efficient in a level. But yeah, so and then moving on to the joint demos for the Ferris wheel and the seesaw. On the right, we can see that we have the Ferris wheel going. It's revolute joints mainly with with gear joints on the platforms to keep them always level. And the pigs are circular colliders. You can see them kind of sway back and forth. I had to play with the angular damping to get them to work. For the seesaw is effectively the same exact concept as the Ferris wheel, except the Ferris wheel uses a motor joint with torque to spin it around, whereas the seesaw is not motorized, so it'll react to the weights that are on it. Let's see if I can get lucky here and hit the panel with the bird. Yeah, so you can see I applied quite a bit of force onto it, and it moved it, and now the birds they're rolling a bit. Yeah, that's about it. So thank you.